What is up everyone, Luke Lewis from GuitarVivo.com here, and today, following on from my last video, which people had a really positive response to, we're going to do another scale concept video. So back when I was about 14 or 15, I was being a really good little Malmsteen fanboy. I was working through my 3-note per string harmonic minor scales and my caged harmonic minor scales. After a while, things just weren't gelling. I couldn't play it up to speed. Some of the positions were too awkward. The melodic nature of the scale was kind of unforgiving, and basically I just couldn't make it sound the way Yngwie was making it sound. So what I did was I listened, transcribed and watched a lot of his videos, and I realized the problems that I was having, he actually had a system in place that would mean he could avoid them. And that system, whether intentional or not, was to seamlessly go between natural minor and harmonic minor to avoid certain things from happening. Now, that kind of sounds simple, but there is a specific place to do it, which is what I'm going to get into in this video. So after you watch this video, you will have my 7 shapes for what I have called the harmonian minor scale. I can't say it with a straight face. The harmonian minor scale. It's a thing now. So I'm editing the video and I realized I forgot to mention I've made a PDF that explains everything and has all the diagrams drawn out, has the lick, and has some extra stuff in there too. It is in the description below, so go and get that if you want to follow along. So before we get into the scale, I'm just going to quickly explain the 2 problem areas of the harmonic minor scale that this system avoids. It solves and gets rid of those problem areas. First thing is, if you're playing 3 notes per string, you're going to come across some awkward stretches like this one and that second one, which is where you've got basically a 3-fret stretch between 2 notes. At speed, that's kind of awkward to navigate. In like a real life playing position, when the guitar's low, that's awkward to navigate. When it's on the lower strings, it's awkward to navigate. So this gets rid of that. The other thing is, when you're trying to be melodic and craft like kind of pretty, non-angular type melodies, if you're using the 3-note per string system, you're going to find your hand in places where 2 of your 3 notes are really dissonant. So if we're here in A minor, 2 of those 3 notes, the F and G sharp, are really dissonant. That F wants to pull down to E, that G sharp wants to pull up to A. Or if I'm here in this 3-note per string shape, the F, G sharp and A, that F really wants to pull down, but that's not in my position. That G sharp wants to pull up, so I've got to make sure that I've only got one of those 3 notes that I can land on and I know to hit it, and basically it just removes that extra little step by always keeping you in a position where at least 2 of your 3 notes are going to be chord tones. So it makes it a little bit easier to craft melodies. So those are the 2 problems that it fixes. Now the concept is really simple. All you're going to do is take the 3-note per string Aeolian shapes you know, like this one, and whenever the 7th note of the key is the lowest note on the string, so like the first note on a new string if you're just ascending, whenever you get to that 7th note and it is the lowest note in that position on the string, you're going to raise it to a major 7th. So that means in this position I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's the lowest note on that string and it's the 7th, so I'm going to raise it up. So I get this, which is that really common harmonic minor shape. The next time that note happens though, that 7th degree happens, is all the way up there, but it's not my first note on that string. That flat 6 is, so I'm just going to leave that one as it is. I've now not had to play that awkward shift in the top position. And I can just kind of relax. So the next step is just mapping out all your Aeolian scale shapes, looking for where the flat 7 is the lowest note on the string. When that happens, you're going to shift it up, and that gives you these 7 shapes. Let's do them in the key of A. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. The third shape, in this third shape, none of the lowest notes on a string are the 7th, so this is just the same as natural minor. The fourth shape, we have the 7th degree starting us on the 5th string. Fifth shape. Sixth shape. So you've got to get all the way up to the top before you start hearing that harmonic minor sound, and then you're back to the, well, then you've got the seventh shape, which I'll play down here. This system works really nicely for moving shapes through octaves, like that last position. So you can take 2-note chunks through octaves really nicely. You can sequence on a single string. You can do like 2 string sequences with it really nicely. So there you have it. The harmonian minor scale is the Aeolian scale, but whenever the 7th degree would be the first note on a string, you're going to raise it and make it harmonic minor. That's all there is to it, but it's going to open up a whole world of possibilities for speed and melodic soloing. I hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. If you want more from me, check out guitarvivo.com, and I will see you next time. Hit like and subscribe.